Alright, quick video showing you how to put any operating system on your phone without custom operating system, without doing the root, anything like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is go over here, Limbo times 86. Okay, so it's a virtual machine within your phone, so your phone operating system stays the same however you set it up. Okay, so we're going to here. Of course, now how to first set this up. Couple things. Initially, if you've got a shitty phone, it's not worth doing this. Okay, I'll show you a different thing to use on a lower end sort of a phone. This phone demonstration we're doing it on is a Alcatel S1 or 1S, I think it's Alcatel S1. 3 GB of RAM. So initially 2 lower RAM, but there is an operating system that will work fine, so I'm going to show you quickly here. So there is an operating system you can use if you've got a phone that's got a 3 GB anyway of actual RAM. Some phones will say they're 2 GB, or say 3 GB, but there'll only be 2 GB, and the 1 GB of it will be actual virtual RAM, so it won't be any good in this system. So for instance, let's say here we'll go new. Okay, this one here we're going to do the Calibri, which is actually this one here, but I already have it as an operating system. So I actually put my operating systems in their own file folder, either on an SD card or within your phone. Actually make a folder called operating systems. Now you can put any operating system on this unit. These are ones that are actually recommended from of course the developer of it itself, which all these are great ones. This one is a great one, the Debian as well, but of course you can put Lubuntu, Tails, Ubuntu, but Lubuntu and Tails are both lightweight. You can put GNOME, Phoenix, Prime OS, lots of different ones, but only if you've got a high-end device. Now if you're on a phone like my one here, it's only got 3 GB that we can use, I'd say use this one, Calibri OS. Now we're just going to get a custom because I've got an ISO file. It's another thing, whatever operating system you're going to use, make sure you've got it set up as an ISO file. Okay, so here, the board, the easiest way to set this up, I mean, you can just leave that one on PC, and then here, go up to default. If you do have any issues, just put them both on default. And actually I'll do it here just for the sake of this video, just to show you. Okay, default. Cores, keep it on 1 unless you do have KVM installed. And that, so I mean, if you're into this, you'll know what all of that. I'll show you here. We'll go here. You'll see this warning: setting multiple virtual CPUs will not result in additional performance unless you use KVM or MTDCG. Your device will be slow or may even hang. It's advised to use one CPU. Okay, so you can use those, but make sure you're I'll show you here. It'll tell you. See here, you need an Android device with the same architecture as the emulated guest, and make sure you have installed an Android kernel with KVM support. Okay, but for now we're not going to do that. We're going to leave the cores as 1. Now this is your most important one. Okay, if you get this set wrong, when you go to boot, press play, it's going to come up with an error. It's not even going to try and boot. It will be your RAM that will be the issue. Okay, so realistically you only want to go half of whatever your real RAM is. I've got 3 GB of RAM, but I was pretty sure this here, in previous videos I've shown you, I'll actually get away with using 2 GB of it instead of just 1.5. So where are we? Here we go. Right. Knowing if you do have issues, you can disable this one here as well. But we're just gonna show you just to see if any errors do come up. I'll show you how to fix them. Right, so your hard disk, you want to create one if you haven't made one. New, and you want to growable. going to put 2 GB global, create, oh, oops, file name, Calib, oops, okay, removable. Now, initially when you first boot, this is going to be your actual ISO file, so wherever you put your ISO file, that's what you want to grab. Okay, so we're going to go open, and we're going to go down to here, and we'll see the Calibri OS ISO. Bam. Okay, that other file on red was the one we just created, the hard drive, because they go into the same folder. Okay, but when you first do this, you want to tick this, and you want to boot from CD-ROM, because it's a disk image. But once you've installed it, it's going to be installed to the hard disk that we've created. So when you do boot up a second time, come in here, and click this, and tell it to actually boot from a hard drive. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here. Boot. Okay, so you tell it to boot from CD-ROM or boot from hard disk. Okay, for the first one, we want it booting from CD-ROM because we've got it on the disk image. Okay, that's right here. Oh, CD-ROM there needs to be clicked. Huh. Right, audio, go down to all. Network, you don't have to put that on, but I'll just put it here. You will get a warning, blah, blah, blah. Yep, good. Right, okay. Now we'll press play, see if any warnings come up or fall away. Okay, so that's away. It's doing fine. And the other thing is when things come up for installation, if you are installing a normal PC operating system, if you're needing your keyboard, etc., press the back button once, and up here's your keyboard, okay, and there's your mouse. Okay, so we go keyboard, and another thing, select what keyboard you want. Some keyboards have the arrow keys, which is handy for something like this. And this here, we're going to be having this here, we'll have the mouse, and the grade you see there, see there's the mouse pointer. Okay, so we can have it there where it's on our finger, or we can change it. Okay, so we can put trackpad like a phone like it just was then, or touchscreen tablet, or external mouse. Now, what I actually like to do is plug yourself in the OTG cable and plug in a wireless mouse and keyboard combination. Alright, and then you can do away with that, flick your phone sideways, do away with the keyboard, and then get more of a full screen. And this will help to go into settings and actually expand the screen size, etc. But you see there, so we've got a PC operating system. She's all up and running. Let's can't actually see the writing, so I'm going to have to change the font sizes, obviously. So we've got the search internet. Possibly. Oh, it looks probably just tap once, is it? Okay, that's not internet, maybe that one. There we go, there's internet. Oh, and actually I haven't got that phone online at the moment, so it's not actually going to go online. There we go, so there's an internet browser. So as I say, easiest option is to have a Wii keyboard. Oh, do the zoom out again. Just have a Wii keyboard on your cable out of the phone. Make things a bit simpler. But yeah, I'm going to have to change the font screen size on this one. Hopefully it gives us that option. So you just be wanting to right click on your screen and look at appearance or personalize. And we should be able to change the font screen sizes, etc. Alright, so I'm going to move the mouse over to here. So closing off, bang, into the close function. Alright, well, there'll be settings somewhere in here so we can change appearance. Just can't read the writing. We need to change the writing size so we can see it. But this thing here actually has games and everything all in it as well on this one. So there we are, computer system within your phone. Enjoy. Can't actually remember where the games were on this. Maybe it's this one. Alright, so they were the apps within this computer system. That's not what I was wanting. I was going to show the game list. Maybe it's that one. I should be able to find them the way the games are discs though, but no. Alright, but anyway, you get the gist. You'll find your way around. I can't remember where the games are on this now. It's been so long. There we go. So we can go down there. So keyboard. Now, if you haven't got arrow keys, normally, so there we go. So there's the arrow keys there. So this one here is actually a hacker's keyboard. You can get that from F-Droid, as you've seen by other videos I've done in the past. And this is because we're, as I say, you're better off using a wireless keyboard. That way you have your whole screen to your computer. Otherwise, in times like this, you're going to have to turn it like that. Go even smaller writing. Right, so games, enter. Right, so these are all the games that are on the system. Just the old school games. There are other ones in that too. Okay, so for instance, should just click one. Now another thing too, sometimes on your keyboard, if you haven't got arrow keys, you can put the start of a letter and it will take you there. So that one there, say media, we'll put M. No, it didn't change it, but on some things it will. So if you haven't got an arrow key, but with this one, we're just going to turn it sideways, and then we'll get the rest of our keyboard with the arrow keys, so we can tell it where to go. Okay. So you can run an operating system, but fair warning, if you're doing, as I say, if you're doing something a bit low end, put this operating system in. But other than that, I recommend you need at least a phone with 8 GB minimum. But to be fair, you really need a phone with 16 GB, and you need to allocate 8 GB of its RAM to the virtual, to this virtual one here for your actual operating systems. Then you'll be able to run Ubuntu, Lubuntu, Kali, yeah, you can run all sorts. You put Windows in it as well if you wanted to. Yeah, but on low end like this operating system is fine. As I say, you just have to change the font sizes so we can see the screen a bit bigger. But you get the gist. It's basically Wii Computer System. So Wii Computer System within your phone without changing custom ROMs or anything, or rooting your phone, or so there we go. Safe way to do it. Hopefully it's helped you set that up. There is another video there on setting things up as well, one. But hopefully it's given you a bit of a rundown. Help you out. Leave a like, subscribe. Lots more handy hints and tips there if you need them.